Hi there, and welcome to this 113th live tech Q&A session where I'll be answering some of your tech-related questions. And we do this live Q&A sessions every Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. And to post your questions, you have to post it on Twitter and just use the hashtag that is askgeekyranjit that is shown on the screen. So you have to post your questions on Twitter and use that hashtag. And I can see quite a few questions already. So let's get over with them. And the first question was from Prashant, and it's a peculiar question. Let's take it. He's asking what is basically required for a phone to support USB OTG. Does it require USB-C type connector? No, you don't need a USB-C type connector. In fact, most of the phones that have USB OTG, actually most of the Android phones mid-range and above do support USB OTG. And it's not strictly that USB-C type connector is required. Most of them phones have micro USB slot that will require that supports USB OTG. So it's up to the manufacturers to enable it. Generally, I've noticed that the budget range of devices do not support USB OTG, but mid-range and high-end phones do support USB OTG. But iPhones generally don't support USB OTG. So it's prevalent on Android devices. Next question. This is from Sandy. He's asking, he says he's confused between the Asus Laser 3GB variant, Galaxy J7 or the Moto G3. My budget is around 15,000, he says, and he says camera is not important. I would say go between the Moto G3 or the Galaxy J7. I have already posted in-depth reviews for both these devices. And in fact, I also did a comparison video between the J7 and the Moto G3, so you should check that out. I would say the screen quality on the Galaxy J7 is actually very, very good. So I would lean over that if you are very picky about the screen quality, because the Moto G3, though it's a very good device, the screen quality is not as good as on the J7. But again, the Moto G3 is more comfortable to hold in the hand because of its compact size, whereas the J7 is slightly on the bigger side, and also the back is a little bit slippery. So again, I would suggest that you watch the comparison video that I did with the Moto G3 versus the Galaxy J7. This is by Abhishek, a very interesting, it's a computer related question. He says he wants to buy a laptop. He says he's stuck between the Microsoft Surface Pro 4 and the MacBook Air. Please guide me in terms of performance and speeds. I would say the both devices are actually very different. I just ordered the Microsoft Surface Pro 4. It's available on Amazon India. I think so. I should get it by 15th or 16th. I also have the MacBook Air, but again, realize the devices are a little bit different. The MacBook Air is sort of a traditional laptop. But the Surface Pro, the beauty of the Surface Pro is that it has that stylus, and it is actually a tablet. It's a hybrid device. It can act like a tablet, or also can act as a laptop if you buy that separate type cover. So the cost of the Surface Pro is a little bit on the higher side. For example, you can get the basic MacBook the MacBook Air for just around 58 to 59,000. But if you buy the Surface Pro 4, that is sold in India, the base version that I ordered is for 90,000, and you have to add 12,500 for that type cover. So the cost is about 1,02,000. So there is a price difference. But the Surface Pro 4, you have that stylus. And if you are a person who likes to take notes and stuff, I actually ordered the Surface Pro 4 because my requirement is to write down notes and jot down ideas and stuff. I generally, if you notice, have watched any of my reviews, you'll notice that you'll see a lot of papers. I'm still old school. I just write all the notes and stuff on the papers. So I'm hoping that the Surface Pro 4 stylus functionality I might write digital notes. So that is the main reason. But if you strictly are looking for a laptop and you don't think so you'll use that stylus features and stuff, then the MacBook Air might be a lot cheaper solution, I would say, because if you bump up the Surface Pro 4 to 8 gigabytes, the 90,000, the one that you get for 90,000 in India just has 4 gigabytes of RAM. And if you want to bump to the 8 gigabyte RAM variant, which has 265 gigabytes of SSD, the price bumps up to 1,21,000, and that is without the keyboard. So as you can see, the price difference. But again, very different devices. If you just need a laptop, I would say the MacBook Air would be a lot cheaper solution. But if you need a hybrid device that acts like a laptop and also can act like a, what do you say, a laptop, and also you like that what do you say, stylus features, if you are a person who likes to draw stuff, take down notes and stuff, then that might be a better solution. Again, I don't know how well it works. I've ordered the Surface Pro 4, so I'll definitely try to use it and give my initial impressions after 3-4 days of usage. Let's move. This is by Lucifer. He's asking, is the Samsung Galaxy A4 more a powerful device, and does it support fast charging? No, Lucifer, the Samsung Galaxy A5 does not support fast charging, and it's not a very powerful phone. It is sort of an entry-level phone. It has the Snapdragon 410 chipset, which on the budget range, I would say the Lenovo A6000 Plus, which costs 7,500, also has the same chipset. And even the Xiaomi Redmi 2 that sells for about 7,000 or something has the same chipset. So it's no way a powerful phone. It's sort of an entry-level phone, the Galaxy A5. This is by Akshat Jain. He's asking, what is Netflix, as you have talked about that in the today's video. Yes, today I just posted a video about how to watch Tata Sky and stuff on your tablets. And earlier for that service, it was a paid service. You had to pay 60 rupees per month for that service. But now as Netflix has come, Tata Sky has made that service free. Netflix is a video on demand service. So they have a lot of shows, I would say. They don't have a lot of movies that I've noticed, not the latest movie. They have a good collection of movies, but they are sort of old movies. But they have a lot of shows from US. So if you actually like to watch those American shows, mostly American shows, I didn't see a lot of Indian shows. So if you basically like to watch a lot of shows, for example, I'm watching 100 on it, and even Narcos I started watching. So if you are that sort of a person and would like to watch it on demand, then that is Netflix, a very popular. Again, you can Google about Netflix, and it's a paid service. The basic service in India costs 500 rupees, but I opted for the HD variant that costs 650 rupees per month. But again, you have to make sure you have very good internet speeds, because that HD stream does take up quite a bit of bandwidth, and you need high speeds to enjoy it. So let's move. So it's video on demand service, Netflix. This is by Naman. He's asking, is the Nexus 5X worthy phone to buy? Yes, the Nexus 5X is a very good phone to buy. I would say if you are okay with the plastic build quality, then certainly it is one of the best. Again, the screen quality is sort of okay, I would say. But if you are okay with the screen quality and the plastic build quality, then the Nexus 5X is certainly a very good phone. Again, you can watch my review of the Nexus 5X. And again, I did a video about top phones under 25,000 budget, and the Nexus 5X is among the top. So again, a good phone, but build quality, it feels very plasticky, and the screen quality is also not among the best. Let's move to the next question. Let's move. This is by Danish. He's asking, when are you going to review the AS ROG G10 gaming review? AS ROG G10 gaming router. Actually, I'm using the same router right now. I've completed my testing. Hopefully by end of this week or by next week, I'll be posting its review. Overall, I'm actually very impressed with the router. I had very low expectations because this was one of the first routers from AS ROG, but it's been rock solid. It's been up for about, I don't know, 18 to 20 days, and I didn't have to reboot it, nothing. It does not even heat up, and the Wi-Fi range is also, I would say, satisfactory compared to some of the other high-end routers that I have reviewed. So overall, I'm happy with the performance of the AS ROG router. Let's move. This is by Ganesh. He's asking, can you please suggest me a smartphone under rupees 13,000? Multitasking and battery life is important, he says. No China phones. Okay, you can certainly have a look at the Moto G3. That is a good phone. Even the Galaxy J5 I think so. That's available for 12,000. Was a good phone. Con is that again, Samsung does not provide USB. Sorry, what do you say? Auto brightness sensor and some of the sensors. So if you're okay with that, J5 is a good phone. What I liked with the J5 was the screen quality is very good, and even the battery life was very good. Same case even with the Moto G3. Even the camera was actually very good on the Galaxy J5. So again, I would suggest as of now the Moto G3 or the Samsung Galaxy J5. Again, check out my channel for the full in-depth review with the pros and cons. This is by Ankit Somani. He's asking, the iPhone 5s is around 20,000 rupees. Is it worth it to buy as of now? I would not suggest the iPhone 5s as of now, because with the new iOS update, that is 9.0 on 9. I'm forgetting the latest iOS update. It's a little bit on the laggy side. So it does lag. The iPhone 6s now lags. So I would not recommend that one. This is by Mayank. He's asking, which is more customizable among iOS and Android? Obviously, Android is way more customizable. You can change everything on Android. You can change how the phone looks, the user interface, the dialer, the SMS app, and everything. So any day, Android is way more, what do you say, customizable. That is the reason actually I use a, what do you say, Android phone over iPhone. For example, I own the iPhone 6s. This is the iPhone 6s, but I simply just don't use the iPhone 6s as my primary phone because of the restrictions. And I just like to actually customize my phone a lot, which iOS does not allow and Android does allow. Let's move. This is by Saurav. Very interesting question. Out of 10, how much would you rate the Nexus 6P and the Note 5, keeping in mind long-term usage? Both are actually very good phone, among the top phones of 2015. I would rate the Note 5 to be about, again, both of them I would rate at 9, because both of them are not perfect. Both of them have their cons. So both of them I would give about 9. This is by Shushant. He's asking, does the image quality vary if you use third-party camera applications? The image quality will not change because the sensor is the same. But again, because with third-party apps, we have a lot of more control on the phone. For example, you can lock the focus, or you can actually adjust the focus a lot. So you can get some better pictures. For example, if you watch my camera review that I did with this Nexus 6P, just look at the pictures, some of the pictures that I took with the stock camera and some of the pictures I took with the third-party camera known as the A to Z. I could get a lot better effect with the camera A to Z, because it simply did offer me a lot more control over the, what do you say, exposure and even the depth of field and stuff. So with third-party camera apps, if you know what you're doing, actually, you can get better results. But again, if you have no idea what you're doing, then you might not find that much of a difference. Let's move. Shantanu is asking, what are your thoughts about the Xiaomi Redmi 3 and will it launch in India? And will I be reviewing it? I am not sure if I'll be reviewing it. And I don't know as of now if Xiaomi will launch it in India or not. Because lately, if you notice, Xiaomi is just not launching their best phones in India. So I don't know. And rumors are pointing that the Mi 5 would be launched next month sometime in China. But again, I doubt that it would be launched simultaneously in India. So again, I can't comment about Xiaomi. If they launch at a good price in India, officially in India, I'll try to review it. But again, it depends upon the timing and stuff. This is by Harsh Sharma. He's asking, which is the best smartphone under rupees 12,000? I would say if just add 1,000 rupees more and go for the Moto G3. For 12,000, the Galaxy J5 did actually better. The Zenfone Laser that is available for 10,000 is also a good choice. This is by Shushant. What would you suggest, a Canon or a Nikon? I think so he's talking about DSLRs and why. Shushant, I actually personally haven't used any Nikon DSLR, so I simply can't comment about it. But I prefer Canon because of the video. In video, I feel the Canon app, what is there, does offer me a lot of functionality. So I just prefer Canon. And most of the videos that you have seen on my channel were shot with the Canon DSLRs. This is by Santosh. He's asking, is the YP1 better than the Moto G Turbo? Normal usage, light gaming, basic communications. I would say the YP1 in build looks much better than the P1, but the Moto G Turbo has a far better camera. And even in gaming, Moto G Turbo did better than the YP1. Again, watch the video that I posted about the YP1. It is a very practical phone. I would say if you really want great battery life, but camera performance and gaming is not the strength of that device. This is by Arif. He's asking, he says he's confused between the iPhone 6s and the Galaxy S5 Edge. I think so. You mean S6 Edge. Which one should I choose? If the S6 Edge, which color is the best? Color is a personal preference, so just check out. In fact, I did a video about 6 months back about all the colors with the Samsung Galaxy S6. Just check out that. So I showed all the colors, how they look. I personally prefer the black one, that is known as Sapphire. Between the iPhone 6s and the S6 Edge, I will go with the S6 Edge simply because of Android, because Android does offer a lot more flexibility. I'm a person who likes that flexibility. And but again, if you think you are okay with iOS, I also like the iPhone 6s. I feel iPhone 6s is a very good phone. And in fact, in terms of battery life, I feel the iPhone 6s did better than the Galaxy S6 Edge. Let's move to the next one. Let's move. Okay, some of you are asking me to do gaming reviews when the Surface Pro 4 comes. I don't think so, guys. I just don't play PC games. So I doubt I'll be doing gaming reviews and stuff with that. Anyways, let's move to the next one. Nirvan is asking, did you get the Surface 4 type cover? Nirvan, the Surface Pro 4 type cover is readily available on Amazon India. It is available for 12,500. As of now, I did not order it. I don't know if I will order it or not, because I am planning to use the Surface Pro 4 mostly as a tablet and a device to take up notes and stuff. I won't be using it for a lot of heavy work. So I don't know. I might buy it later on, but I didn't order it as of now, but it's readily available. Some of you are asking me about the Lenovo K4 Note. I simply cannot comment about the product. I don't have the product. And yes, I will try to review it when it is available. So let's see, I'm trying to get it. Let's see if I get it. Then I will review it. This is by Praneeth Reddy. He's asking, suggest me a phone with within the budget of around 43,000. Camera and battery are my priority. I would suggest that go have a serious look at the Nexus 6P. The battery life is actually good, and the camera is also very good. Only con is the built-in camera app is very restricting. It does not offer you any manual modes, but just use the camera AZ camera app, and that way you can get a lot better pictures. Just watch my camera review that I did for the Nexus 6P to get an idea. So my first vote would be the Nexus 6P. Second would battery life is not good on the Samsung Galaxy S6, but the camera is again very good on the Galaxy S6. So you can also look at that, but the battery life is certainly not that great on the Galaxy S6. You can also look at the Note 5 that has a lot better battery, but I think so that is being sold for about 48,000. This is by Ayush. He's asking, will I be doing the review and unboxing for the Asus Zenfone Max? As of now, I don't think so, because I'm busy with some other devices, and I'm just cutting down on number of devices that I am going to review in a month. So as of now, it looks I might be skipping on this device. Let's see, but if I can fit in, I'll try. But as of now, it does not look like that I might be reviewing that model. Nikhil Chaudhary is asking, Note 5 back is made up of glass, so is it prone to cracking on falls and drop? Yes. Though, what do you say? Samsung says it's Gorilla Glass 4, but I have seen Note 5s that have fallen and the back glass has cracked. So, yes, the back glass can crack. And that was one of the main reasons. If you watched my Note 5 review, I said that I purchased a case for that when I was using. I generally don't use cases with almost any of my phones, but for the Note 5, I purchased a case because the problem with the Note 5 is that though the glass, we have glass backs on even other device, it's very slippery. And in fact, it almost slipped out of my hand twice. So if you have the Note 5, I would suggest that you have some sort of protection because the back glass can definitely crack. This is by K. Prasant. He's asking, Ranjit, some of the best apps to enhance the productivity of my Moto X Play. You should actually watch the video that I posted last month about the best apps that I use on the Nexus to enhance my functionality. Most of the apps will be applicable even for the Moto X Play, so you can check out that video. And in fact, last month I also posted about the my favorite apps that I use on my Android device. So you should watch those two videos. Those have some of the best apps that I've been regularly using on my Android phones. Naveen is asking, will the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 get the new TouchWiz update? I don't know. I think so. You should ask that question to Samsung. I'm doubtful. Actually, my wife uses the Note 4 and it still did not get the new TouchWiz update. Uh, Give me a second, guys. Some of you are asking me to post top apps like I did for Android for iOS. Guys, it will be difficult. The problem is I just don't use the iPhone that much. I hardly in fact use it. So let's see if I'm able to do it, but looks like it will be difficult because I firmly believe all the apps that I mentioned for that Android top apps, I was actually using those apps, so I could easily recommend them. But I hardly use iOS. So let's see. In fact, my wife uses a what do you say, iPad. So maybe I'll ask her what are the apps she uses. But looks like it will be difficult as of now, posting a video like that. Let's move. This is by KS27, a very peculiar question. He says, which smartphone do you consider as the dark horse of 2015? What do you mean by dark horse? Do you mean that the phone was good, but it did not got that much attention and stuff? If that is the case, I would say it would be the Honor 7. The phone was actually very good in that price range, and I really enjoyed using that phone. Worked very well, but again, it didn't get that much of media attention, and even Huawei did not promote it that much. So that would be the dark horse, I would say, Huawei Honor 7. Let's move. One second, guys. Let me just scroll around. Vijay is asking, how safe is it to purchase devices from sites like Mary Mobile, Bangor? Do we have to pay anything after the price is listed? Vijay, I have no idea because I haven't purchased any devices from these sites like Mary Mobile, Bangor, and stuff. Because I'm always worried about the customs. You might pay some certain price to these sites, but the Indian customs are acting really crazy these days. So I have no idea about it. I never purchased anything from those sites, so not very clear about it. How does it go? Give me a second. This is by Shabiz Khan. He's asking Note 3, that's an old phone, versus OnePlus One versus the S5 versus the Mi 5. Mi 5 hasn't been even launched, so I simply can't comment about the Mi 5. Between the Note 3 and the OnePlus One, I will any day go with the OnePlus One. It's way faster phone, way more responsive phone. So OnePlus One would be my bet. Even uh, uh, if camera is not the highest priority, I would say I would prefer the OnePlus One over the Galaxy S5. But the camera is definitely a lot better on the Samsung Galaxy S5 compared to the OnePlus One. Let's move. Let me give in 1 second, guys. Some of you are asking me about the Lenovo K4 Note and comparing, asking me to compare with other device. Guys, just understand that I just don't have the device, so I simply cannot comment about it. I just don't like to comment about products by just seeing the specs, because I've seen it n number of times. Specs are what, but the actual performance might be very different. So just hold on. Let me get the device. Let me use it for a couple of days. Then I can comment about the K4 Note. Uh, This is by Ronak. He's asking, do you think the Mi 4 was top in price in terms of price to performance ratio? I would certainly say that the Mi 4 was very good in terms of the price. It was not that attractively priced when it was launched, but Xiaomi reduced the price very quickly after just 3 months to about 14 or 15,000. And yes, at that price, it was a very good phone, I would say. Con was that it does not have any 4G support. So if you don't require the 4G support and dual SIM support, I would say the Mi 4 was a fabulous handset. And in fact, I used it as my primary phone for over 2 months, and I was very happy with the overall performance of this device. So certainly, I would say value for money, the Mi 4. Let's move. Aditya is asking, Motorola dead and why? Aditya, it's not dead. It's just that last year Lenovo had purchased Motorola, and now they're just changing the branding from calling it Motorola products. They'll be just calling it Moto Lenovo. In fact, this is not surprising, because Lenovo did this also with the PC business. They in fact purchased IBM, and IBM was used to make very good laptops that is known as the ThinkPad series. So they removed the IBM but kept the ThinkPad logo, and still now Lenovo ThinkPad laptops are among the best and sturdy laptops that you can get. So it's not going to be known as Motorola but Moto products, Moto Lenovo or whatever. And in fact, uh, I should have got a hint that this was coming, because just about 45 days ago, I was in Delhi for one of the press events of Motorola and Lenovo. And there they said that they are merging the service centers of Motorola and Lenovo going forward. So looks like that was planned. Let's move. This is by Harsh Nair. He is asking, which is an overall good smartphone for the price of around 25,000 except Honor 7? I would say the Nexus 5X is a very good phone if you're okay with the plastic build quality. I actually have almost finished my testing of this Chiku Terra, and man, I'm like impressed with this phone. It has very good performance, no heating issues. Battery life is actually very, very good. And even the fingerprint scanner, just watch this, you just touch it and it unlocks. The fingerprint scanner is also very good. So I'm really liking this phone. But again, it's a very new company. So I don't know how would be the service centers. But if you're okay with that, checking out a new company, then I really like this. And this will be available for about 20 to 22,000. So I'm actually very impressed with this phone. Used it quite a bit now, and overall, I would say very happy with the performance. Again, it's not perfect; it's some of the cons, but overall, for the price, amazing. I would say Chigu Terra. But again, it's a new company, so I can't vouch about the service centers and stuff, and after sales service or whatever. Let's move. Let's move to the next one. Oops. Give me a second, guys. Let me just scroll down, guys. This is one second, one second, one second. This is by Moni. She's asking, what is the best value smartphone under rupees 30,000? Best value is a difficult question to answer because the pricing of these phones keep changing. I like the Moto X style that was available for about 30,000. LG G4 was about 33,000. I like that phone, but the battery life was not that great on that device. What else? 30,000. So these are the two phones that I actually really like around that price point. Again, if you go lower, you have the Nexus 5X if you want that pure stock Android experience, Honor 7 and stuff. Let's move, and even the Chikutera, as I told you, but again, a new company, so don't know about the service centers. Some of you are asking me to review the iPad Mini 4. Sorry, guys, won't be possible. This is by Anil. He's asking, how would you rate the Asus Zenfone Laser and the Lenovo Vibe P1? I'm confused. Both are sort of different, I would say. The Lenovo YP1 camera is actually not that great, I would say. There, the Zenfone Laser might be better. And even the Zenfone Laser camera was sort of average. So I'm not happy with the camera performance of the P1, especially in indoor and artificial lighting. It really sucks. But if I would go with the P1, sorry, you're talking of the P1M, then definitely I'll go with the Asus Zenfone Laser. The Asus Zenfone Laser, I feel, is a better product and a slightly faster product than the YP1M. And this is by Rick Chatterjee. He's asking, how is the camera on the Honor 7? Is it better than the Moto X Play? No, I feel the Moto X Play has a slightly better camera than the Honor 7. Again, I couldn't do the side-by-side testing because I didn't have the Honor 7. But as far as I recall, the Moto X Play did slightly better in camera performance. This is by Hardik. He's asking, which is the which smartphone under rupees 25,000 with the best camera performance? Strangely, I would have to give that to the Nexus 5X. But again, just don't use the stock camera. Just use some third-party camera apps like the Camera A to Z or the Camera Ingo. Then you'll have very good performance. This is by Shashwat. He's asking, when are you and Ash doing a collab in your studio? That is a question that you should ask to Ash. I have asked Ash. It's an open invitation. I've told him to come anytime he wants, but now it's up to him to come to my place. I just can't go and grab him and come out. He's not a kid, so it's up to him. Let's move. Aman, why don't you review U products? I would say I did test some U products earlier, and generally I had some bad experience. And even their PR with some of the things that they have done, very unprofessional, I would say. And I just don't like to work with very unprofessional companies. I just can't comment about it publicly. But the way it worked, I have no trust in that company. Simple as that. So I don't review. I am a simple person. If I don't believe in a company or their way they work, I will not touch their products. So sorry, I won't review the U products. Let's move. This is by Almash. He's asking, please suggest me a microphone under rupees 5,000. Almash, I actually don't use a lot of microphones. This is the one microphone that I use. That's the Blue Yeti. I also had the Blue, Snowball. I think so that is available for about 6,000 rupees. You can check out that. Again, I don't use a lot of microphones. And this is by Abhit. He's asking, which camera do you use? I actually use multiple cameras. I use the Canon 70D. I use the Panasonic GH4. And for these live broadcasts, I use this Logitech C910 webcam. So again, multiple devices that I use. I also sometimes actually use my old Canon DSLR, that is the Canon 550D. Let's move. Some of you are asking me about the Lenovo White S1. I'll soon be posting a review for that, so just stay tuned for that. Let's move. Okay, this is by survey. She's asking Note 4 or the Nexus 6P. Screen quality and camera absolute priority. Definitely the Nexus 6P. Just go with the Nexus 6P. I have the Note 4 also. My wife uses it. The Nexus 6P is a way superior phone, I would say. And the camera is also way better than the Note 4's camera. Again, but it has a slight yellowish tinge, the Nexus 6P, but you just get over it. I've actually been using the Nexus 6P as my primary phone, and I have access to all the higher-end phones. Let's move. This is by Prashant. He's asking, which one do you think is a good business smartphone, the Lumia 950 or the iPhone 6s? I actually didn't test the Lumia 950. I will be testing the 950 XL very soon. Finally, the Microsoft PR said that my review unit of the 950 XL should be shipped. Let's see if I get it. It was supposed to come last month on December 10th. Let's see. So I will try to actually review it, because still the app situation for Windows Phone is not that great. So if you have some crazy devices, like a person like me who has a lot of devices, those apps might not be there on the Windows platform. So let's move. And guys, it's been over 30 minutes now, so I will be ending this session. And again, guys, do remember that we do this live tech Q&A session every Tuesday at 7 p.m. India time. So I hope that you will be able to join me also next week. Till then, take care, and I hope to see you in my next video.